Hey everyone, this is GT, I am the Ty, coming back at you with part 2 of Ganon's Tower. So I believe this is part 22 of the walkthrough. So we're just gonna go ahead and go through here right now. Obviously that guy's still a pain in the butt, so we're gonna go ahead and just take him out. If I can line myself up properly. Ah, okay. And I believe that one of these blocks that you push enable you to actually get through here. Forget if it's this one or that one. Here we go. Go ahead and go through here. Obviously these guys are a big pain in the butt because we have the good shield. It's not a big deal. I'm gonna go ahead and just try to move him in this direction. Go ahead and go through this room. I apologize. I'm actually kind of concentrating. If you guys notice that I'm not talking as much, I'm actually thinking about some of the stuff that I'm doing right now because I haven't gone through this tower in a long time. And sometimes some of that stuff is just kind of a pain in the butt. Obviously, this is where you would have needed the big key, but since we do have it, go ahead and just run through that room. I think you just go downstairs. I'm going to check up here to make sure there's nothing. Nothing of consequence. And then it's like a death trap, like a Hostel or like a Quentin Tarantino movie or something. I'm gonna ahead keep on the move. I'm getting hurt pretty badly, so so monkey see, monkey don't do. Don't copy exactly what I do. Make your way across. If you do want to get across into that area, just run. Let me try to... Here we go. You run into that wall, and then it kind of hops you across. It's kind of a trick. I didn't know that for the longest time, but this is kind of helpful, obviously, if you're hurting for some health or anything, so... You get all your magic back, and, you know, all your heart, so that's a really easy trick if you're running low on anything. So go ahead and do that. Go ahead and run down here. And this whole dungeon's pretty fast overall. I don't feel like killing all these guys in one hit. Too much trouble. I'm gonna attack each of them individually. Take them out at the same time. Open up that door. Same goes for here. I'm just kind of being lazy. I apologize. Obviously, go ahead and hit them if you are so inclined. I am not. And go through this door. Monster. I don't feel like there's any keys in any of those rooms, so go ahead and just knock them all out. Obviously, I'm using up a lot of magic, so if you guys don't want to do that, just kill them. It's not really hard, but you know, with the combination of those guys shooting stuff at me and all that other stuff, I just don't feel like putting up with it, you know? And then, obviously, I'm an idiot, and I tried to get that magic thing. But that was a failure on my part. And then, yeah, I was like, we're on ice. Are you kidding me? Like, we're like a Disney play or something. You know, like Disney's Magic on Ice. There we go. I got a little bit of magic back, and I can't get through the door. It's too slippery. I'm gonna get the hell out of here. and dodge that. And then here's the second boss of the light world, obviously the weird the sandworm, but they die on 2 hits if you with the sword, so they're really easy to kill. Don't worry too much about them. So this guy's really easy. They're just so much weaker now that we have all these items. So obviously we're totally ready to whoop some Ganon butt. So go ahead and do that. I had a user ask me the other day about why Ganon is a pig in his form, and I'll give you guys like a little short idea of what I think the reason is why he's a pig. Basically, when you enter the Dark World, it turns you into a shape that's reflective of basically what's truly in your heart. So obviously, Ganon desires power more than anything else. So it's kind of a dual thing. Like the swine or whatever he turned into, the pig, is representative of the power he so craves, because it's a very powerful beast. Obviously, he's really strong in that form and everything else. But I think it's also kind of symbolic of the greed that he has and his lust for power. So just kind of something. That's kind of like my 2 cents as to why he's kind of a pig. And then for this room, obviously, what you're going to need to do first is that you're going to have to pick up all these little skulls out of the way, and you're going to have to light all the switches. So, just go ahead and do that first and foremost. And hopefully you didn't use up all the fire rod copying, or use up all the magic copying what I did. So, go ahead and light everything. Go ahead and go through here. And then go ahead and make our way upstairs. And then this is a really tricky room. You want to make sure you light all these candles as quickly as you possibly can. There you go. And the only reason why it's kind of tricky is because the damn things block your way. And then obviously those guys are pretty hard to kill otherwise, but throwing something at them is amazingly efficient. So just go ahead and do that. He happens to drop a key. And now we can get through that door. And apparently bombs are probably really useful for killing those guys too, if you miss the first time. And it's also useful for this room. So obviously just go ahead and break that right there. Go ahead and go through here. And I'd like to get some more magic, but obviously I'm gonna have to wait. The treasure chest in the center is probably the one that contains the key. So I'm gonna prepare myself accordingly. I'm gonna grab myself some magic powder, because I want to turn this guy into something. There we go. And then now it's a free passage into that area. Go ahead and go through here. And then here's the last boss of the light world, evil monster worm thing. So go ahead and just take him out in 2 hits. He doesn't even go into speed form. So that's awesome. And then obviously just hookshot over to that area. And then just grab whatever's in here, just a rupee. Basically, you can't hookshot to that area until the treasure chest appears, which only appears when you kill that bad guy. So, and then once again, another room with ice. Forget icy rooms. Oh, that guy dies with the sword. I didn't even think that he did that. Go figure. Yeah, but the ice is probably the biggest hassle, because obviously you slow down the moment you touch it, and it makes it really hard to accelerate. So the ice is probably the trickiest thing to navigate in this entire upper floor. And then I believe Aghanim is in here. So yeah. Oh, it's great that you could come all the way here, and I'm very happy to see you again, but you better believe that we will not have a third meeting. Prepare to meet your doom. You have to attack the main shadow. So obviously those 2 guys are just, like figments of your imagination. Obviously they still hurt, but they only shoot regular beams at you, and then obviously the main Aghanim can shoot whatever the heck he wants. But what you want to do is you want to reflect it back at the main guy, which is the guy who doesn't look like a shadow. And then sometimes if you're really lucky, then, you know, you can get a whole bunch of these hits in at the same time on him. Obviously, I'm not so lucky right now. Be quiet, bird. I apologize for my bird once again for making a lot of noise. It likes to do that. There you go, we got 2 hits on him. But I don't feel that Aghanim in general is all that difficult to beat. Obviously, the best thing you could do is just reflect his clones, the shots of his clones back at them, because obviously, you know. There we go. So he collapses, and then we get our first glance at Ganon in the pig form that I was talking about earlier, and he turns into a bat and he flies off. And check this out. The bird from the Light World team. So that's awesome. And now Ganon is gonna go ahead and just crash through here. So obviously if you want to fight Ganon, just go down through that area and then, you know, pick a fight. I'm gonna fill up my heart meter really quickly, obviously. And then when we pick up in our next video, we're going to go down there, we're going to beat the Evil King of Darkness, and we're going to complete this game. So, you know, like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Last video coming up. And, you know, I guess the question of the day for you guys is, what's your favorite Zelda game of all time? For me, it has to be A Link to the Past, because obviously I'm playing it right now, but a close second would be Ocarina of Time. It was just kind of legendary in a sense for me in a lot of ways. So, and both of them just like emotionally struck a chord in me as a little kid. So those are both 2 really great games. Obviously, if you guys have some other opinions, let me know about them. My least favorite Zelda game, you guys can tell me that too. Probably Oracle of Seasons. I don't know if you've ever tried to play that Game Boy Color game, but it is insanely difficult. I don't know how the heck anybody gets through there without a Game Shark or any kind of cheat. Because I got through the last dungeon and I couldn't go through there for the life of me. I'm like, am I missing something that reduces damage, or do I have the correct shield? It's just like the Game Boy games are just so much harder than Super Nintendo games. Maybe I'm just a crappy gamer, or maybe it's because I played it, you know, like 8 or so years ago, and I was a lot younger, and I had probably a much lower threshold for problem solving. I guess you can put it that way. But yeah, let me know what your favorite Zelda game is and your least favorite Zelda game is, and when we pick up next time, we're gonna defeat the King of Darkness. Like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Bye.